I am sorry, Colorado. I jinxed us because last week I said we are finally not having a 100-degree day, and now we've had like 4 of them. Don't worry, Lily still got some outside time, and it was adorable. So this week was kind of crazy. I decided to forget about the whole plan I talked about basically in this video because of the video that I put out last week for my content clarity series, which is how to script like a pro. It goes over 7 elements that you should include in most every YouTube video, and I couldn't help myself but share the document that I use to make sure I don't forget any of these elements. That meant making the download usable for other people, making it so they could actually download it, and also setting up the whole campaign to go with it to explain how to use it, as well as provide some resources to go with it. Deciding to share the document that I use sounded simple. I knew it wasn't. So that took a lot of time. Super excited about it though. I'm really liking it. I'd love to know if you downloaded it and used it. And also if you don't know what I'm talking about, link will be in the description. Because of deciding to do that, I did not follow through on posting a short a day. Quick note on that. I absolutely still could have. I've created enough shorts to be able to do that. I still posted 4, but I have 3 shorts I could have shared. I need to set some time to get all the copy done for these shorts. I think that's the biggest thing holding me back. They don't have captions or anything like that. So when I go to post them, it's not an easy lift right now. It does take time. And again, I focused all of my time last week on making all of that shareable. So I just need to find time to do that. Maybe that should be the priority this week, because that's the other thing is I am all over the place with my priorities. Let's talk about that for a moment while you watch me get distracted during making this video. As a content creator, it is really easy to get distracted with things like that or other pieces of content creation. Another thing I'm trying not to distract myself right now with is Pinterest, mostly because graphic design does not come easy to me. So even just like photos, it just is a lot. And so it's something that I keep thinking about, but I'm not doing quite yet. So anyways, again, back to the point. It's really easy as a content creator to get distracted. And sometimes the distractions are worth following through. I think this one was absolutely worth following through. And I really thought about it before fully deciding to do it, because I knew how much time and effort it was going to take. And I'd already set up goals and priorities, and this was going to take away from that. So I took some time to really decide if that was worth it. And I do think it was. Now I want to continue to build on this momentum. It is definitely time to reevaluate and figure out what those priorities are, since they are kind of a mess right now. One of the ways I found is the best way to do it is have a meeting with myself. And I know that sounds funny, but it takes away my number one distraction, which is usually my phone. And so if I can take that away because I'm recording myself, that's helpful. And because I force myself to speak out loud, it actually makes me slow down, think about what I'm saying, think about the thought process, and make really well-informed decisions. Doing this is actually what allowed me to have the confidence to pursue the distraction of the script download and everything that entailed, while also knowing it wasn't going to completely derail what I was doing. I am genuinely curious if anyone else has ever tried this. I don't remember when I started doing it, but I find it really helpful. That is what I'm going to do today. I have to meal prep and do some basic house chores, but I am also going to take some time to have a meeting with myself on my newly hung whiteboard and go through my process that has not failed me for years so that I can figure out what my next big priorities are, little things I can knock out, and honestly, some creative stuff that just helps you keep going. That is the craziness of last week into this week. And now it's time to get back on track, like I said. So I'm going to have a meeting with myself in just a moment. But before that, let's get to the point of this video, which is the monetization journey, and see those numbers. This past week, subscribers went from 284 to 315, which is a gain of 30, twice as much as last week. Watch time went from 87 to 110 hours. And finally, public shorts views actually grew this week from 24,000 to 33,000, which is a gain of 9,000 views. It's now time for me to go do that meal prep, some of those chores, and have that meeting I talked about, because I have got to figure out what the goals are for this week. Do you have a weekly reset that you do, whether it's for business or personal or both? If you haven't watched any of my other content, you might not know this, but I love lists. So I always have a list of some sort. on every day, but specifically Sundays when I try to reset so I can make the most out of the upcoming week. And I just realized, in case we haven't met yet, my name is Claire Liz Miller. I am a content producer here on YouTube, trying to help you become more confident in your own content creation journey. And this series is just my weekly check-in on how my monetization journey is going. Clearly, because this was just a random ramble of quite a few things, and me being distracted by both my cat and my sister's dog. You never know what you're going to get. Each week is different. However, what I am really excited to start bringing to this series specifically next week is I'm going to start looking a little deeper into my analytics and bringing you on that journey too. We're going to explore all those numbers in that dashboard so you can understand what they really mean and how to make the most of them, like key moments in videos, or how to tell if your content is doing well so you can make more like that, or if it's not doing so well, so you know how to adjust. Whether we've met or not, I hope you enjoyed this video, and more importantly, I hope you have a great start to your week.